What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking Pigskin Week 3 edition. I know I tried my best to get the video out on a Wednesday night, but this week I just couldn't. So here you are on a Friday. Good morning to all of you who are watching. Last week I went 3-2, and I did guarantee you the Jets were going to win, even though it wasn't the way I thought they would. But, you know, for someone who watched the Jets all their life, and games like that usually goes against the Jets, it never goes for them. So to see that happen to the Jets, to come back from down 2 touchdowns with a minute 55 to play, it's simply nothing short of miraculous for us. And I goddamn enjoyed every second of it, so you better believe that. Of course, it doesn't mean that we're going to run the table or we're going to the Super Bowl. It just feels really freaking good to see the Jets win a game like that. Let's move on to Week 3 picks. First game I'm going to do is the Cincinnati Bengals come to New York to play against the Jets. Now, do I expect the Jets to win another game this week? I do not. I think the Bengals, with down 0-2, they're desperate for a win. Joe Burrow and that offense is searching for answers. I am kind of bamboozled how they spent so much money in the offseason to fix the O-line, and then he's getting sacked 6 times each game, and it's not working out for him. Defense hasn't played well either. Meanwhile, the Jets coming off a very, very signature win for this franchise. Joe Flacco throwing 4 touchdowns. Defense didn't do so well in second half, but they played pretty good. Even though seeing Jacoby Brissett slice and dice that defense didn't feel that good either. But it's going to be a fun game to watch. If the Jets win this game, I won't be shocked. But to see the defending AFC champions go 0-3, it's just hard for me to look at that. I hope Garrett Wilson continues the way he's been playing. He's been absolutely, one of the best receivers I've seen with the Jets. Brees Hall looked good last week. That defense has got to play better. That pass rush has got to come alive for Robert Saleh and that crew. Spent a lot of money in that D-line, so they got to get to Joe Burrow at least 4 times, because I'm assuming that Cincinnati O-line will eventually figure things out. So, in a close game, I'm picking the Bengals, but my heart's going to be with the Jets. Moving on to the next game, we have the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins. Now, they're both undefeated. Battle for AFC supremacy. This is going to be a fun game to watch. I really think that coming off that huge win over the Titans, the Bills will be ready to take on another challenge, which right now it is at least in my eyes, it is unlikely the Bills will lose a game anytime soon, just because they are literally on a mission to run through this league. In comes the Dolphins, who out of nowhere, another miracle from last week. Tua throws for 6 touchdowns that come out of nowhere in fourth quarter. Definitely didn't expect that from Tua, so props to him. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they all look good. Dolphin defense, not so much, but I'm assuming they got to turn things around. In a very good game, I think the Bills will win this one. Next game we have is the Green Bay Packers going to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Now, Mike Evans will be out for Tom Brady this week, and without him, I'm not sure if Chris Godwin is going to be available. I know they just signed Cole Beasley, but I'm not even sure he'll be active for this game. Tom Brady, 45 years old, got to keep in mind he is still the GOAT, but he's not looking like himself just yet. He's getting hit way too many times. The running game hasn't got going. Leonard Fournette's got to get the ball rolling. Defensively, Tampa looks absolutely great because Todd Bowles knows what he's doing. It's just that I don't know how much Brady can do without a good supporting cast around him. In comes the Green Bay Packers, who basically, let's face it, they beat the Bears on a Sunday night game, which I think should be a 1 o'clock game on a Sunday. I don't know what, that game had no business being on prime time, and a lot of people didn't care about Bears because they don't even know what they're doing with that franchise. So I take no stock into Packers win. They blew out the Bears, cool. Beat a good team. You have Aaron Rodgers, you have Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Receiving core is shaky, but they got to figure things out. I think there'll be a good game, but I think at the end of the day, Buccaneers will find a way to win this game. Next game we have is the Sunday Night Football, where the San Francisco 49ers, led by Jimmy Garoppolo. Look, it all goes back to Jimmy G, taking on the Denver Broncos, who still look like they're in preseason mode because Nathaniel Hackett doesn't know what he's doing over there. Now, Jimmy Garoppolo, believe it or not, it probably is a better option for the 49ers. Trey Lance was going to be a project this year. Sucks that he got hurt. Hopefully he'll get better and come back stronger. But with Jimmy G and this current roster with the 49ers have, they can easily make damage and noise in this league. They're going to go to Denver, where Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson are not on the same page, and I don't know how much longer they can go the way they have been. because they looked hapless against the Texans last week. They eked out a victory because they had Russell Wilson at quarterback. Denver defense hasn't showed up much either. I mean, you contain Davis Mills and Geno Smith so far, but even Geno was looking good against them on week 1. So they got to turn things around. Jimmy G is going to figure them out very soon. I think Broncos will play better than the first 2 weeks, but the 49ers roster overall is too good for the Broncos to overcome. Give me the 49ers on the road. And the last game I have is the Monday night game where the Dallas Cowboys will take on the New York Giants. The Giants are undefeated. Good for them. Brian Daboll is doing a great job offensively. They minimized Daniel Jones' role on that offense. It's running through Saquon Barkley, as it should, because Daniel Jones is just not a good quarterback. He's a good game manager. Let him just, not mess up the game and let Saquon eat. And defensively, Wink Martindale has been a great D coordinator for years with the Ravens, and now he's taken his, that great defensive scheme with the Giants, and they've been playing well. The Giants don't have a stellar star on defense, but they all play well together, so that's good to see. In comes Cooper Rush and the Cowboys, who are pretty good about themselves after taking down the Bengals at home. But I think on the road against a tough defense, it'll be hard for Cooper Rush to win 2 in a row. The Cowboys running game got to get going. Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, they got to make sure Cooper Rush has a limited amount of stuff to do. CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown, they can continue catching good balls. Maybe they'll stay in the game, but at home, I think Giants will pull away and stay undefeated. So I got the Bengals, as much as I want to say I have the Jets. Not the Bengals, the Bills, the Buccaneers, the 49ers, and the Giants. Let me know what you think of these picks. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week with Week 4 picks. Until then, enjoy Sunday.